Hey, it's Ethan here at eTrailer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Kuat NV 2.0 Hitch Bike Rack and how it fits on a 2018 Ford Escape. The NV 2.0 is a two-bike platform-style bike rack capable of supporting two bikes up to 60 pounds apiece. It's going to hold on to our bike primarily with this wheel hook here and one strap down there at the back. So if you want to mix and match, this will accommodate your carbon frame bikes, this is no frame contact, and alternative frame style bikes that might have a crazy design. Also, if you want to get some kids bikes on here, there are adapters for these, sold separately, but you can put those on to accommodate those too. First thing I want to get into is the fact that we can tilt this away with the bikes loaded up. So to do that, we're first going to have to pull this handle. It's not my favorite spot for it. If you had another bike loaded up in the front, I could see it being a little bit difficult to get to, but we'll do that. And it does tilt aggressively enough so that we can get back here and just enough clearance to clear that pedal and our handlebars. And from here we do have enough room in the back. If I wanted to, I could sit down and change my shoes before or after my ride, and now would be a time where I can get anything out of the back that I might need once I get to where I'm going. We'll close that up. We'll get this tilted back up. Make sure you hold on to the rack, not your bike. You'll hear it click into place. And now we can work on getting the bike removed. To do that, we'll first start in the back here. Just press this gray button to release the strap. Pull that through. Then hold on to the frame of your bike. Press this large button on the wheel frame or the wheel hook. Push that down, and we get the bike up and off. I'll put this off to the side. And then we can talk a little bit more about the tray and the cradles and the overall design of the rack. So first thing that we'll point out is we'll put the center hook away first, and then we'll point out this front cradle here. So as it comes, it's able to support a tire width of up to 3 inches, but there is a fat bike adapter strap which will accommodate 5-inch tires. You can see there are also different grooves for those different tire sizes built right in. I'll put this strap away here in the back too, and we see that that does slide back and forth to accommodate different wheelbases. Also on the front here, I do just want to point out we have this integrated cable lock, so if we want to secure our bike to the rack, we can do that, and it will just connect right back into itself. From here though, we can get some measurements to see what it's like to add this onto the back of your vehicle. From the bumper to the furthest point back, we're going to be adding on just over 30 inches. So not too terrible, but it does stick out a little bit from the back of the car. As far as ground clearance goes, from the ground to this point in the back here, it's going to be about 21 inches. So there's a nice rise in the shank. I'm not going to be worried about ground clearance as far as going up hills or over curbs. If we want to though, we can fold the rack up to save some of that space using that same handle we used before. Again, press that, wait till it secures in place, and we can get that new measurement to see how much space we've saved. Now from the bumper to the furthest point back, it's going to be about 12.5 inches, so we do save a ton of space that way. It sits a little bit close to the Escape, but it's not going to move at all. So I'm not worried about it making contact there either. As far as what it covers up on the back, it doesn't sit tall enough that it really interferes with our license plate. Our backup camera is right here in the middle. You're definitely going to be able to see the top of the rack through that backup camera, but there will be a nice window to see out of there too. It doesn't come anywhere near our taillights or our rear window, but here's where we talk about what sets this rack apart. That would be this built-in bike repair stand that we can pull out just by using this here, and then we can undo this knob, pops open, you put the frame of your bike in there, and you can repair your bike before or after your ride. It's nice that it's built in. That is not typically an option with most platform style bike racks, so this is sort of the advantage that you get with this rack. Coming down to the shank now, the rack does use a 2-inch shank that fits into our 2-inch hitch receiver. It's held in place by this pin and this lock on the end is going to be key to that cable lock we talked about earlier. It's all going to be secured by this anti-rattle knob here in the back, so it's tool free. We don't have to worry about bringing anything out and it all secures right there, and it makes the whole thing very sturdy. So overall, the Kuat NV 2.0 is a premium bike rack, and it's got a lot of premium features. That bike repair stand does set it apart. It has a really nice finish, and the fact that it is able to tilt far enough away for us to get in with the bikes loaded is a nice touch. It does come in at the premium option though, so if you want to check out something else, you might want to look into something like the Rocky Mounts monorail. You get a lot of similar specs. You get a 5-inch tire width right off the bat. You don't have to get extra straps for that, which is nice. But if you do want that premium option, the Kuat NV 2.0 is a really nice choice. This again was just a quick look at how it fits on a 2018 Ford Escape.